Kiera a little bit. Floor is open for questions.
So, Kiera, I know you said you were ready for this moment for 2 to 3 years, or however long. Your first game running the team, you sort of stuffed the stat sheet here. Take us through your mentality out there, and especially when you had to sort of help push the team past that early deficit.
Well, I think we started out a little slow, and part of it starts with me just because I have the ball a little more. But I think after we came out of halftime and picked it up, I mean, it was a tough game. They're a good team. This was expected.
How would you assess your performance?
I'm never going to say I did good. I'm just happy my teammates stepped up and made shots and made defensive plays. So I'm never going to say that my game was good. I'm okay with it. But my teammate picked me up.
Kiki, Coach said the game kind of switched when you started getting downhill off of on-ball screens in the half court. What do you see out of Ohio's defense that allowed you to do that?
Well, in the first half, they were packing the paint a little more, so that kind of opened up shots for my teammates on the perimeter. And when they started knocking them down, I mean, they had to close out on them, so that gave me an open lane. So, like I said, part of it is my teammates. They made shots, so that opened up driving lanes for me.
Early on, there were a lot of missed layups, I guess, from the big zone, though, but also like offensive fouls and just, I guess, missed opportunities all around in the half-court offense. What switched, I guess, from that first and second quarter into the second half that allowed you guys to I guess, come back and then take over? And this is for anyone.
I mean, like, that's kind of what he just asked. Like I said, they knocked down shots, so they had to close out. Nobody was really in the lane, and if they did come in, I just pitched it out, and my teammates made the shots. We knew they were going to take offensive fouls. I mean, they packed the paint, but in the second half, things opened up a little bit.
Tilly, can you take us through the play at the end of the first half where, it was only 3 of 66 points, but, real hustle play, getting the offensive rebound and chucking it at the buzzer there. You could have just let that ball go and gone at half down 1 or 2, but it seemed like you made a point to turn and play like that.
Okay, first, Coach Q never allows us to just let a ball go out of bounds. We focus on working hard all the time and hustling for everything. That's one of the key components of us, being successful. So when I was running for the ball, I saw, that I could get to the rebound. And I looked at the clock before because my teammate Brooke was open, and I was going to pass it. But I knew if I passed it, then that 1 second was going to be out. So I was like, turn around. Jesus blessed me. And he blessed me. No. When I turned around, I knew, I can get this off. And once I shot it, I'm not going to lie, I felt good just because in the moment we was already going on a run and everybody was playing good team defense. We was playing great. We went on our run. We was getting stops, doing what was needed. I just felt like in the moment that was a good shot and I needed to take it.
And Gaddy, Coach mentioned, the offensive rebounds as a particular sign of how hard you guys worked as a team tonight, and you had 5 offensive rebounds. So even as a shooting guard, take us through the mentality of needing to work for those second chance points on the offensive end.
I mean, Coach Q preaches rebounding. Our game, our goals for the game, our focus around rebounding, creating margins. I feel like we could have did better. I feel like I personally could have did better. I missed some box outs. I missed some rebounds, and that I got to get better on. That when we play different teams later in the season, I have to get those rebounds. So, I mean, it was okay. It should have been more. So, yeah.
Gabrielle, what was the biggest difference you saw with the team from the first quarter to the second quarter?
Our defensive intensity. We just started picking it up. We started getting stops. Before they were just getting easy buckets. I mean, they came out, hit a 3, a layup, another 3. They were just making shots. We started picking up the defense, picking up our defense. Making them take bad shots, and then that was the defense. I mean, Maya had some really good blocks, and that that just hyped us all up. I feel like Kiki had an and one. We started hitting a few shots here and there, and we started just getting into the groove of things. I feel like we really just had to kind of shake the rust off a little bit. So, yeah.
Gabby, I don't think since you've been here, you guys have been challenged this much in the first game of the season. How much better is this going to make this team, from day one?
It was good. It's good. I feel like it's good, especially because we have such a new team in a sense. So many people are stepping into new roles. We have a lot of new players, and I feel like that was a nice, a nice game to get us going, you know, to show us, okay, now here we are, here's the season, it's time to play, it's time to pick it up. A blowout, an easy blowout wouldn't have done us justice. That's why Coach Q doesn't schedule us against like the lowest level team like he could. You know, we don't do that. He wants us to play, you know, some competition. Ohio, they provided that. So, yeah.
And then, I sort of know the answer, but check anyway. You know, 0-4 in the first quarter on 3-pointers. Sort of still start overall shooting. I know that never dissuades you guys. That's what Coach Q. But when you're just a mentality coming back in that hot second quarter with the threes and not letting the slow start kind of impact your shooting mentality.
I didn't even realize I hit the shots, to be honest. I thought I made one. Next thing I know, I looked up and I had 10 points. I said, okay, that's nice. But, you know, Coach Q, he just preaches us to keep shooting. He doesn't tell us to stop shooting, no matter how many shots we miss. You know, he told Brooke he was going to take out the game. She stopped shooting because she was passing up shots. She was driving, you know, stuff like that. So he preaches to us to shoot the ball, even when we're missing. It doesn't matter. I've had games where I shot 3-4 air balls, and he's still telling me to shoot. And personally, you know, you would think that, oh, I shouldn't shoot no more, but nah, he keeps you going, keeps you in a groove, you know, keeps your confidence up. So it's great.
Yeah, you guys had almost 20 turnovers tonight. Running the offense, how do you guys kind of fix that moving forward? How important is that for you guys?
Well, I had 6 myself. That's something that can't happen. Like I said, I have the ball majority of the time. So it starts with me. I can't have 6 turnovers in a game. But, I mean, it's the first game, so that's something we're going to get better at. I mean, it's the first game. All the jitters are out now, but I'm not worried. That's something that's going to improve as the season go on.
I know it was way early, but I think it was 16 in the first quarter. You're down, and Ohio's rolling. Again, a lot of game left, but was there any half second of, hey, what's going on here? Or just kind of figured he kept plugging away that, you know, you catch him and race past him?
I mean, we knew it started with defense. If we don't stop the ball, we're not gonna win the game. So it started on the defensive end, and we made shots, and then we went on our run coming out in the second half. But that's just something that can't happen. As we continue our season, we're gonna play some tougher teams, and we're not gonna be able to get back in the game. So that's something we're gonna have to improve on.
A bunch of those 3-point looks that you said everybody should keep shooting, like Coach says, they came after Kiki got into the teeth of the defense and kicked out. How important is that driving kick kind of action to getting good looks?
I think it allows us to play off each other, you know. Like Kiki said, when they were packing the paint, it was leaving us open. In the beginning, we just weren't hitting shots. And then when they weren't packing the paint, when we started hitting shots, that spread the defense out, and that created more lanes, created opportunities for dump-offs. I mean, at the end of the day, we just had to make shots. That was really our difference maker between, like, I shouldn't say a normal game, but a game where we would have won by a bigger margin or something. We weren't making a lot of shots, and that's something, you know, we got to improve on. But that's something that's going to come along easily. And we're going to get better, of course. We're going to have better shooting games, stuff like that. But like I said, we just play off each other. When the paint is packed, Kiki knows she can pass it out. If it's not packed, she knows she can create. And after she keeps creating, they gotta honor it. Once they honor it, it's going to once again leave us open. So we just got to take what the defense gives us.
2 more questions.
You guys out-rebounded them by a huge margin, had a lot of points in the paint, also a lot of second-chance points. What can you say about your teammates down low and in the paint tonight?
I think they did a good job, you know. Good job putting the body on people. Like I said, we still gotta get better. So we just always want to keep improving and improving. But it's good to see where we're at and to see like where we need to get to. So we just gotta keep working and keep working.
About that tighter defense, Ohio went 0 for 14 from 3 in the second and fourth quarters, and that's after shooting 50% in the first. You talked about just the tightness of that. What did that translate to on the court, I guess, for each individual player in their role? Like, what specifically did you do, Gabby, and what specifically did you do, Kiara, that triggered that?
Well, we knew coming into the game they were a good 3-point shooting team. So, I mean, we just have to guard the ball. Obviously, we play a zone, so people think it's, you know, easier to get shots off. But, I mean, in the second half, we just came out. We had to guard the ball. We had to get out on the shooters. And I think that's what we did. And, I mean, they really had no answer for it.
He said
He told us. It's okay, Liv. Except, I mean, personally, I just had to step up and guard the ball more. We had to, run off the line. We were giving them easy shots. We weren't bumping quick enough. We weren't moving fast enough in our zone. So, once, I guess that, like I said, that first quarter rust kind of knocked off, we were like, okay, this is what we need to do. We need to move faster. We need to show harder. We need to get closer up, like in their face and stuff like that, and provide like more of a defensive threat. And that steered them off the game. They started missing. So, and then we had to rebound after that. So.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.